Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this blue square ABCD along with these line segments EB, EC and FC inside this square, as you can see in this given diagram. And as a result, we are ended up with this green shaded triangle EPC. And moreover, these points E and F are the midpoints. In other words, this segment AF length equals to this segment BF length. And likewise, this segment AE length equals to DE length. And this P is the point where these two line segments intersect. And furthermore, the area of this blue square has been given to us as 110 square units. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded triangle EPC. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started, and here's our very first step. Let's focus on this blue square ABCD. We know the area of this blue square has been given to us as 110. And now we are going to focus on this triangle BCE. We can see its base is the side of this blue square. And the height of this triangle is this side of the blue square as well. So therefore we conclude the area of this triangle EBC has got to be half of this blue square area, which is 110. Half of 110 is going to be 55 square units. So therefore we conclude that this triangle EBC area is going to be 55. And bear in mind that all these angles are going to be 90 degrees each, since we are dealing with this blue square ABCD. And now let's make an observation. We can see this segment AF equal to this segment BF of this blue square. So therefore, if I label this segment as lowercase a, then this segment has got to be lowercase a as well. And likewise, this segment AE is going to be lowercase a. And finally, this one is going to be lowercase a as well. So therefore, this side CD length has got to be 2 times a. And this side BC length is going to be 2 times a as well. And now we are going to think outside the box, and we are going to draw some auxiliary lines to make our job simple. As you can see in this next step, I have extended this side DA all the way to this point T. And likewise, I have extended this diagonal line CF all the way to this point T as well. Then we can see by the property of symmetry, this segment AT length is going to be equal to this segment AD length. If this is 2 times A, then this side has got to be 2 times A as well. And now let's make an observation. We know that this line TD is parallel to this side BC. So therefore we conclude that this angle has got to be congruent to this angle. They are our alternate angles. And likewise, this angle is going to be congruent to this angle. They are our vertical angles. So therefore we conclude that these two triangles, triangle TED and the other triangle BCP, are our similar triangles according to angle-angle similarity theorem. Here we are talking about this as our triangle TEP, and this is our triangle BCP. And since these two triangles are similar, so we are going to have a proportion. In other words, the ratio of these side lengths EP and BP must be equal to the ratio of the side lengths ET and BC. And here we can see EP is our this segment, BP is our this segment. And now let's focus on this length ET. This ET is going to be this segment length A plus 2A is going to make it 3 times A. So therefore ET segment length is going to be 3 times A. And finally this BC side length is going to be this one, which is 2 times A. So therefore BC segment length is going to be 2 times A. So therefore we could write EP divided by BP. This ratio is going to be equals to 3A divided by 2 times A. And here we can see A and A cancel each other out. So therefore EP divided by BP is going to be simply equal to the ratio of 3 divided by 2. And since this ratio equals to 3 divided by 2, so therefore we conclude that EP segment length is going to be this number 3 times some constant k. And likewise this BP is going to be equal to 2 times some constant k as well. So therefore we could see that this segment EP length is going to be 3 times some constant k, and this BP length has got to be 2 times some constant k. And now let's recall this crucial fact. We got these two triangles, this red triangle and this is blue triangles, along with their bases P and Q respectively. And both of these triangles have same height. Then we can say that the ratio of their areas is going to be equal to the ratio of their bases. And now we are going to focus on this triangle EBC. We can see the ratio of these two triangle areas. The triangle, rather green triangle EPC area divided by the triangle EBC area is going to be equal to the ratio of bases EP and EB. We know this triangle EPC is our green shaded triangle, whereas the area of this triangle EBC has been calculated already as 55. I'm going to substitute over here. Our segment EP length is 3 times k. I'm going to replace that one with 3 times k. And finally this EB length is going to be, this whole length EB is going to be 3k plus 2k is going to give us 5 times constant k, as you can see in this next step. And now we can see this k and k cancels out, as you can see in this next step. And now I'm going to multiply both sides by 55 to remove these fractions. And here we can see 55, and 55 is gone. And if we multiply and simplify the right hand side, that is going to give us 33. So therefore we conclude that the area of this green shaded triangle EPC turns out to be 33 square units. So thus, after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this green shaded triangle EPC turns out to be 33 square units. In other words, the area of this green shaded triangle turns out to be 33 square units. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.